everybody, it's Ken Perry with Broker Knowledge Group. It is November 16th. Here's your Wednesday update. This week is kind of a lot going on, so I'm going to go fairly quickly. First off, we were writing our CE for 2012, and in doing that, we interviewed Kirsten Anderson with the state of Oregon. When I met with her, I just assumed we'd get kind of some updates and all that, but she just gave us content-rich information. And the biggest thing she said, I think you need to know, and that is this. If somebody in the state of Oregon is selling their own house, a non-owner occupied property, and they do their own financing on that house, so it's a seller contract basically, they need a license to originate loans just to negotiate the rate on that contract. Let that sink in for a second. You need a license to have a seller contract because at that point you're an originator, which means you need to be tested. You need to, pass that test, get your pre-licensing education, have a company you work for, background checks, no felonies, all those things kick in just to be to hold a seller contract on your own house. So how does this play out? It's pretty expensive to get a license in the state of Oregon, or any state for that matter. So in Oregon, they're probably not going to get licensed to do their one seller financing. So what then do they need to do to stay compliant? They've got to go through a licensed loan originator. So if you're a licensed loan originator out there in the state of Oregon right now, guess what? You need to get out to the investors, to the real estate agents who may own properties in the state of Oregon that they are holding a contract on, and you need to put yourself in the position of the negotiator, the licensed rate negotiator on that file. Now remember, you're going to need a rate lock and all that good stuff that you're required to have for the state of Oregon, but on those cases, you're not going to need your RESPA compliant stuff or your TILA compliant stuff, because in most cases, those aren't covered by RESPA and the Truth in Lending Act, because they're not federally related mortgage loans. So in most cases, you're good on the federal stuff, so that's a very different process for you to be the originator, but you're basically the one brought in to negotiate the rate. If they don't bring you in, and if they're not licensed, violation in the state of Oregon, the Department of Finance and Corporate Securities would be looking at that as a violation, and a non-licensed originator, it's $5,000 a pop. So just know that exists. I had no idea that they went all the way down to the person with the seller contract. So that's thing number one. Secondly, for this week, licensing is coming up. You guys need to get your license renewed, and this is just for loan originators. Your license expires at the end of the year every year. Now, not every state is doing it the same way. Some states have said we need everything by December 1st. Some have said December 15th. Some have said we're going to pull your credit again. Others have said we're not. So every state does look at it differently. No matter what state you're in, I've got the link for you to go get the information on that state, the dates that you're doing your licensing renewals, as well as all the other things that they're looking at within your state. So I'm going to put the link up at the bottom, and then we'll also have it attached at the end of this video as well, so that you can pull up your state, find out what it is you need to do. Okay, lastly, there's something called HARP 2.0. And so that's coming out, and I'd love to be able to give you all the information on it, but I haven't been able to get through it yet, which means we're going to need some time to review it. Now, I can't do it by myself either, so I'm going to have to pull in some buddies, and they'll review it, and then they'll bring it to you in their videos. So I'm not sure if you know, but there's this guy, Ryan Hills, and there's a guy, Gary Hawkins, and they do...
Hey, you talking about me?
These videos... Hey!
How's it going, buddy?
Hey, it's Ryan!
In studio, right?
Woo! So Ryan does, I'm sure you know him from the resource.tv, and I was just talking about you.
I know, I heard. I ran right over as soon as I heard my name.
Woohoo!
HARP 2.0 is coming out in like a couple hours, and
Uh-huh.
what really interests me is how the lenders are going to interpret that. Because as you know, the first one came out, and it worked, but it didn't work as good as it should have. And so I'm really interested to see if the lenders really embrace this. What do you think?
You know, I don't know. I mean, I think back to Hoax for Homeowners, and I think they saved like 17 houses in that program because lenders weren't willing to do it.
Yes.
So I'm watching it. There is a bit of lender amnesty.
That is very important.
It's the thing I'm looking for. The first second I get to read that thing is that, do they protect the lender from buyback?
Yep.
If they do, it could be good,
It could be really good. We're going to do our homework, and then we're going to let you know, and we'll let everybody else know on Monday.
Perfect. So Monday, stay tuned, theresource.tv. You're going to get all that information, plus more, and watch it every Monday. These guys are killer.
Thank you.
I'm not just saying that because you're here either.
Yeah, he is.
Totally not. All right, you guys, have a great week. We will catch you next Wednesday with more compliance stuff. Thanks for watching.
Peace.